Hello everyone, welcome back to my J Bird. And this is game 41 of Battle of the Boxes. I have 16 games here from 1000 to 2300, a nice little series here where I use no arrows, no assistance, no help of any kind and beat these bots. Now, it is called these 16 games that I'm running here in the Battle of the Boxes, remembering 1976 and 1977. Back in 1976, late 76, I started playing chess, and into 77, where I won with my J Bird, which we'll get on to later on. You'll see it in these games. I'm in white, and I have no name for this one because and black's a 1000 bot. So I just tried to play easy, relaxed, lay back, and just do simple things to play the game without losing. And let's see what it looks like. And I can explain a little bit more to you. We go with G3, I went, D5, and I open up kind of like what Jay Bird would did. That's what I was thinking about, trying to go back and thinking how it was and how we played. And he was a 1300, and he said I was 1000 at that one time, but not in the beginning when I was learning. But let's play on here. After D5, G2, G6, E4. And this is something what Jay Bird would do. Put a bishop up and threaten me. Something like that. After E4, H6. And seeing that looks like something I would do. You know, just that's not a normal move. Putting your bishop out. After H6, he'd take D5. And that ain't maybe, well, maybe that ain't quite a normal move either. But already he's made a bad position for himself. D7, F3, and I just move up standard moves, which Jay Bird knew this, and I castled right away to get my everything safe first, so I can just keep control of the game without a 1000 bot beating me here. I mean, you can lose to this bot, but it's pretty bad to be losing to 1000 bot. I'm not putting anybody down. I love you guys playing chess, but right now, I hope you find this channel and you can get a grip on what I'm trying to show you on all these games. After F3, F5, I castle, takes D5, C3, just like your professional openings here, so that's the way I thought to do against this bot. It's 1000. After C3, D6, D4, A6, and see the way I'm seeing it, and that this is the way it looked like I played. I believe that. I still was trying to learn the game, After A6, H6 takes, H6 takes, A3, E6, E2, castle, D1, E8, D2, C6, D1, B8, E4. After E4, E4 takes, E4 takes, F5, E5, D8, C4, G4, E2, H5, H3, H6, D3, H7, C2, G8, H4, D7. See, he's not really attacking, and that's what I would end up doing. Exactly like this. This is what I look like in 1976 in 1977 on the black side. And Jay Bird basically would look like something like this. This game is really close to what it would have been after D7, D5, E5, take C6, G7, not know what to do, and move my piece over like that. D7, takes C6, takes G7, takes G7 because I don't know the value of the queen yet. See what it, and I believe that because he said I was 1,000 rating back then, and he was 1,300. And this looks about right because when this is said and done, the pieces look right too, as I remember. After G7, G5, E7, A4, A8, D7, F6, takes E7, G8, E6, C7, takes F6, E4, takes C6, A5, takes C7, B8, B4, takes B4, takes B4, F8, B5, B8, A6, F8, B6, G8, B7, D8, C8, F8, takes F8, takes F8, Queen B8, G7, and this looks just like it did back then. And black is 1,000 rating. It looks just like a game like that. G7, E6, H6, and there's a game. H8. Now I had to be careful. I mean, there was games where I took it too easy on the bot, 1,000, and it was getting a winning advantage, and then it just make a stupid move when it had the winning advantage. So I threw the game away. Instead, I wanted to give you a good, solid looking game that, and try to just keep control of the 1,000 bot. And I didn't use any of my openings, really, and played the game like this in white with no arrows, no assistance, no help whatsoever. I actually had to play the game in a way that I had to go easy on it, but I had to protect myself at the same time. So I opened up solidly and played like this. I thought about this, and I moved my queen around, and then that was it. I'm pushing my rooks up here, the pawn, and the rooks are coming. See what he done, and he could have pushed the back here. Instead of doing that, he could have pushed this rook up here because he had the knight here. But he didn't do that, and that's about what a 1,000 player would do. Some things you just wouldn't know the true value of the piece of the queen. And like I said, my very first game I beat with my opening is the Jay Bird that I call the Jay Bird today. It was my very first winning game ever in my life back in 1977. There was no other game that was first. And we play it out. And that's about what it looked like back in 1977, early 1977, when I was playing Jay Bird. And I'd be in black and Jay Bird be in white. But we'll get more better inconclusive with the play here as we move up to the 1,300 here more. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and we're going to have some more Battle of the Boxes.